Tiffany's Content with your Friday, June 13th, Friday the 13th weather outlook for the day. And we're looking at scattered severe thunderstorms, and they're expected this afternoon going into the evening across parts of Montana, okay? And it's extending southward, okay, down to that central and southern plains. So you just got to make sure that you are aware of that. The southern high plains, you're going to get most of that activity, but definitely down near the Gulf as well. So just make sure that you understand that there is the greatest concentration of severe thunderstorms happening in the central eastern Montana area, okay, with large to very large hail, severe winds, and perhaps a few tornadoes are anticipated. And that will trickle down and also affect the southern high plains. So make sure that you are alert and aware if you are in that area, okay? And what happened is there's a closed upper low that's remaining centered off the coast of British Columbia today, and it's bringing multiple low amplitude mid-level shortwave troughs, and it's advancing across the Pacific Northwest, okay? Right up into the northern Rockies. So that's happening, and bringing more moisture and air mass that's already in place this morning across much of Montana. So it's just all, surfacing and together, and the dew points in Montana are very conducive for, much more activity. The wind is strong, and the forecast is showing long, short, upper mid-level, large scale shortwave troughs. So there's just a lot going on. So you just have to make sure that you are understanding that basically it's a greater threat for severe damaging winds with isolated gusts with 70 miles per hour, like 75 plus it says, for that remains apparent across the area. The tornado threat is less clear. So it's only a 5% chance of tornado threat, but any chance is very strong. You're going to see a lot of thunderstorms and lightning as well, so just make sure that you are aware of that. And later on, that forecast will be mixed and definitely increasing as the evening goes into. That can also produce more of a threat for tornadoes as the evening comes. And then as for the high plains in the central area, going, western Arkansas, it's an elevated convection ongoing this morning across western Oklahoma in a modest to low level warm advection. So just make sure that you understand that there's limited to severe threat until it diminishes later this morning. You can see that severe thunderstorm threat going all the way from Montana down to the southern high plains. So it's a wide area of tornado possibilities and severe thunderstorms, which brings large hail, very strong winds up to 75 miles per hour is reported, and all of that together can cause tornado threats. So please be aware, even though there's a low possibility with these severe thunderstorms and the wind and the hail, a lot of things can happen. So make sure if you're in these areas that are highlighted in that red, that deep red color indicates strong severe thunderstorms. You can see here the amount of rain that we're going to have in the next few days, and a lot of that activity that's in Montana is going to go over into the Midwest and try to exit out of the Northeast. But again, we still have, the southern plains, the high southern plains and Central America that will be affected as well in the next few days with severe thunderstorms. So right now in the Gulf of America, you're going to see that it's already sprucing up some storms, even up there by Texas and Oklahoma. You're going to see it in Mississippi as well. So there's a lot in Louisiana, of course. There's a lot of activity, even going into Florida. So just for the next few days, make sure you're aware that there can be possible tornadoes and severe thunderstorms happening across the United States. Tiffany's Content. Like, share, subscribe.